Alright, today's job, I got a Husqvarna rider. It's already up on the stand to make it easy. This one's got the Vanguard. It's not common to see a cheaper lawnmower with the better engine. But this one caught on fire at some point. So customer's already rewired. Problem he has is everything works, but it's not charging. And so what we're doing, so first we test. Here's our regulator, and even though this plug is screwed up, I can measure voltage. I have AC volts coming out of the stator here, so that tells me the stator is still good. I do not have any DC volts coming back out of the regulator, so we have a bad regulator. Not a big deal, we'll replace the regulator. Next question, how is his wiring job? And I asked him what he wanted, and he said just replace the whole harness, that way we know it's good. Because even if he did a good job taping, it looks like there's a ton of crimps in here. Mowers vibrate, and when you re-splice like this, it just comes undone. So today I get to do a wiring harness. So what I got here, we got new regulator, new wiring harness. So the easiest way to do this is, so one, we need back in here. We're going to take this off, take off the battery. Then on this one, we're just going to take off the body. There's a lot of times I take off the body. Bodies come off really easy. On Husqvarnas, what to look for, this body is the style I want. It's cut all the way back and around the main console here. Some of them go under the console. Those are a horrible mess to take off. But ones like this, they're held on by 4 or 6 bolts, and the whole body will come off. Then I'll have better access to everything. So let's see here. We're going to come back here, see if this is gonna work. There we go. Alright. Neighbor's dog's going nuts. So first, we're gonna take off this top shroud. And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause here. I didn't grab anything to throw my nuts and bolts in, so I will pause. Alright, should never use anything that's not a bedpan for your nuts and bolts. The lips on these are kind of to help it from splashing back, keep your nuts in place. Best thing ever. Alright. Bedpan. One, and then we'll have one over on the other side. Air shroud comes off. Okay. That also unbolts our whole battery box, which now we're going to unbolt the battery. Alright, so unbolting the battery, always do negative first. Reason for that is when you're taking it off, your wrench is going to hit things. If ground hits ground, not a big deal, but if we're doing the positive first, it's still connected. When the wrench hits ground, we're going to make some sparks. Let's see if I can set this in an okay location here. There we go. There's the negative. Cable's out of the way. And positive. In the bedpan. Okay, pull my cables out. Next. It looks like this one I should be able to take out the whole box as is. There we are. Alright, let's see what we got. So, most of my harness is right up here. This is the easy stuff that I can all get to, but let me see here. That is where it goes down, runs through here and down to the transmission. And you could do this without taking the body off, there's no doubt, but I think it's just going to be easier if we just take it off. So if we look down below, we have a bolt right there, and I think one bolt on either side. I actually already took the one off the other side, and then on this one, those two bolts. That should be all that holds this whole thing on. Alright, back you go. Alright, just had to pause, got text and then a call that someone's bringing me a bunch of mowers and rototillers that they're getting rid of. Yeah, that's going the right way. That bolt, is rusted in place. Hopefully that one doesn't break. Whew. There we go. There it went. I think, or did it just strip the threads out? Well, I think I'm okay. There it is. So I'm also currently pushing down because underneath here it's just a carriage bolt and the top of it can pop up. And I think that's exactly what happened is, let's see here, is it's spinning, 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 spinning. Okay, so I think, well, I said that was going to be easy, I lied. Now I'm probably going to have to cut that off and replace the carriage bolt. So let's do the two back here. These, some are threaded, some are just pushed on. Either way, twist them. That one, there it goes. Yep, that one is threaded. Okay, so everything but my one broken bolt. Now I'm going to have to go grab something so I can deal with that. Okay, bolt removal tool. Down there. And there went the disc. The disc just broke out in the center. Alright, new disc time. Alright, back to grinding. There you go. So I probably wouldn't have done that if it wasn't just a carriage bolt, because I can just go to the hardware store and get another carriage bolt, but it's still going to be easier. Take it off. Okay, gas cap has to come off. There, now I clear the tank. Now let's see. Oh, now you can see right here is where these hit. So we're going to take these frame bolts, the lower ones off, at least that corner one, maybe these upper two. Now that those are out of the way, let's see how this comes on. Better. Let's see here. Up. Oh, that's what I missed. Electrical on the seat. Something we're replacing anyway, right? There we go. Now, we're good. Whew. Oh, this has the magic tank. This tank, this funny horseshoe-shaped tank, I can tell you from, nice slug, selling on eBay, this is the one they stopped making. And this tank alone sells for like 125 bucks because they don't make them anymore. Alright, now my wiring harness is pretty darn accessible. Looks like a bit ground there, so let's grab the new harness. And damn, yeah, that sucker wrapped up good. So the easiest method, I'm heaviest on the front, so I'll start on the front. Since the harder part is to send the wires through, I'll do that with the least amount of wires, the ones that go back. So it looks like this is the back here. Yep, that's going to be there, so we're going to let that hang. And we're going to come up to the front first. There we go. So, I forgot to grab my clippers. Oh, there's a set right there. Clippers. So that goes to the headlights. I don't know why they think they need headlights on lawnmowers, but apparently. And here, and then we have a ground. So let's see if I can find a match to that. That does not look right. Come out here. There's my headlight. What do I got going on? Well, is that what this used to be? Was there a, what does he have tied up here? See, and I can see the other stuff that's already, I wonder if I just cut that or if that, so that right there, ooh, what a mess. This is telling me I may need a harness that goes to mower. Huh. Wonderful. Okay. So, looks like I have to here, which is this. Then, there is here into the mower, and I did not get this front harness. So I think I'm going to have to pause this and order that front harness, and then finish this one on another day. Yep. So this harness is made by Husqvarna. The front harness, the part that's screwed up here, that should be, well, wait, I was gonna say that should be Briggs, but wait a minute. Let's take a minute. I'm gonna have to go look this up. Alright. So this is exactly how repairs go all the time. One little thing's missed. So there is a separate harness here. Husky harness, Briggs harness, I need to order that. But I'm just going to finish putting the rest of this harness in. And then all I'll have to do is connect that at the end. And that's just how repairs go when you miss things. So what I'm going to do is we will come down in here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to start. The easiest way is if I start at the biggest plugs, I'm going to take off this. And then that's the Pto switch right there. Now, these, nice thing is, I don't care if I damage the harness at all because it's going to be replaced. So we're just going to pull that out of the way, like so. Now, if I can do this one-handed, we come in with a new harness. And it's going to be pretty easy to determine where things go. This is a fairly unique plug that only goes to ignition switches. And so once that one's on, then we grab this one and we are going to slide that onto the Pto switch like so. Or, oh, look at that, it's missing one spot, which is right there. Okay, so that's the right way. So you can see there's a blank space on here. So that's what we have to match up to make sure it'll go on. So we can't actually even put that one on backwards. That's nice. Now colors are going to match. So I have double black and blue going to the hour meter. So let's pull those off. Here's blue. And there's the double black. Right there. Yep. Voltmeter, 2 red. These shouldn't even matter. You probably can't get them backwards. It's just going to send voltage through one side to the other. So the top of that's done. Now if we look down below, you can see we're going to get to, let's squeeze this clip out. There we go. Out comes that portion of the harness. Now, and here we have solenoid. So I got power there. I think I need to set this down. I wonder if I can set this back through it all. Oop, there it is. And we'll see if this works. Get out of there. Okay, that's a part blue and white. Even if I put them on the solenoid backwards, it would still work. Not gonna matter. But so what we got is we have this one. And this is where it looks like, oh, it wasn't blue, it was black with a blue connector, just like that. That goes there. White goes here. And now these we can stab back through the little holes to make them stay in place. Actually, that's got to go down. Punch you in there. One. Should be another one up top. And that went right there. Alright. That actually looks okay. So now, as I come up here, okay, this is going back to the transmission and it's coming over to the other side, so that's going to go to the carburetor. So let's come around to this side. And, oh, no, I'm wrong. It's not going to the carburetor. Oh, yeah, there's another thing. It looks like he's spliced in here. Now, there's a plug that should go from here to that engine, and I'm probably going to order that plug too. So what we're going to do is come back here, grab a set of these, and snip. Now I'll get the right plug to go there. Okay, one more of these that's hooked on. There you go. There. Now, what do I got here? Okay, I have one. Let's see, that's a safety switch right there. Hey, get back there again. Set you down. We'll see how that comes out later. Hard part on these is just that it's so buried. I'm trying to see where I need to push to release that connector. So that side, that's how smooth it should be here. There it goes. Okay. The connector's out. Now I can get through all of this. That. Now, all I have is what comes back down here. So what do I have? I have one that goes up top and one that looks like it needs a 9/16. Okay, there you go. Here we are. Out it goes. Put that around the brake stop. Should have, hey, a wiring harness. Cool, I'll throw that in with my wiring harnesses. Last time I brought in a whole barrel of wiring harnesses, I got $105, so I like wiring harnesses. So, that's the portion going back. So we're just going to match the way it was routed. We're going to, looks like I've got it backwards, come through here, and down this little hole. So you can quite see there's this little hole right in the back corner, and that's where we've got to stuff all of this through. And this is why, like I said, we do the side that has the most stuff on it first, because feeding the other side, actually I don't even think I could get that other side through this hole. Let's see if I come down the little hole. Not quite. And pull. Oh, get through there. Down you go. In there, you stupid hole. Alright. Alright, now if I reach down here, I should be able to, I'd think, but I'm not. There it goes. Now this came through here. I believe it came up here. I'm going to put it on that side of that lever. Or, I'm cords up here. Alright, there we go. Now, that was my ground. Right there, so we'll put the ground back on. As far as wiring harnesses go, this one isn't half bad. Some are worse. And the last part of doing this is you go back through, and anything that's loose, I'm going to zip tie. Okay, so there's the ground, comes down there. This has got to come up to the seat. Although I think that one may up here. I know. Where's it come on? The side and to the seat. Okay. Oh, there's my mistake. Right there. Okay. So now here's the safety switch. That's that one right there, and it's gonna go right back in place. Oops, helps if I can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to put it on backwards. Not gonna go backwards. Nice thing on wiring on most of this stuff, all of the plugs are only gonna fit one way, and you can't put things on backwards for the most part. You can't even put stuff on the wrong connectors because they're all different. Okay, that's locked in. That's locked in. There we go. So headlights. This connects into the wiring harness I need to order. Oh, this is headlights. This is what goes over. That's what I just cut off. So I also need to order. There should be an orderable plug. I'm going to have to check, so that I can get rid of this and go back to a standard plug, which is going to come down here. So that I will also do right there. So normally, if this wasn't all spliced, that would plug right back in there as well. Alright, I think basically the wiring harness is in, except for those two pieces I have to order. So now, all I gotta do back on the mower. Take off the gas cap again. Put you back in. There we go. So that's it. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to bolt this back down, 2 bolts there. Need to run to the hardware store and pick up the one I cut off. That's a carriage bolt on either side. But that's all there is to do on a wiring harness. This one I'm not going to quite show the full end because I got that secondary harness that I need to order and a plug for down below. But doing a wiring harness on a lot of these isn't all that bad.